All right, what is up, everyone? It is December 1st. We get some Monday Night Football tonight, a lot of NBA. And I'm sure there's some hockey on, but I have not been paying attention to hockey at all this year. Haven't found too many bets. Never really found too much value in hockey. It's definitely a tough sport to plus EV bet. But we're back from the Thanksgiving break. Had pretty much a week off. Matt says, good evening. How's it going, guys? I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Spent a lot of time with the family, had a lot to eat, a lot to drink. So it was definitely a good week, but feels good to be back in this chair and get into the swing of things again. I'll do a quick little recap of my month because it is the first day of December here. So we'll talk about November. November, I went down in the hole quickly, down about $4,000 by mid-November, November 13th here. And for most of you that have been paying attention, I went to Disney for a week in the middle of November, downloaded Hard Rock, absolutely smashed a bunch of their same game parlay promos, made that 4K back, and then had a pretty nice end to the month besides the weekend where I dropped a couple thousand back. But I'll take the $1,700 with a pretty low volume of bets. So that's pretty good for me. For on the year, it got me over 25K. I was kind of doing this thing where I was looking at, I've been sports betting for almost 3 years now, kind of professionally. And what I'm noticing when I'm looking back on my 2023 versus my 2024 versus my 2025 is I'm definitely losing some edge, but that can be made up by betting more, having a bigger bankroll. Really, the edge is disappearing. When I say my edge is disappearing, the money is still pretty much the same. Like if we look, this is the first year I ever sports betted kind of professionally. And I had a 5.5% ROI over like 11,000 bets, which is kind of unheard of. But I was really maximizing bonus bets and promos and, really raising my ROI up extremely high to, 5.5%. That's kind of absurd. But I only made $19,000 because I was making that large ROI on, $10, $20, $50 bets at the time. So then you fast forward next year, my ROI goes from 5.5 down to 3%, but I made 32 grand with a little bit more betting as well. But that's just because the unit size was higher. My edge was smaller because I lost my promos. I got limited on accounts and things like that. And then now this year, I'm looking at 25,000 in profit right now. If I made it to 28, 30 would be pushing it. If I can make 5K this month, that would be great. But my ROI is 1.4%, but I'm still close to that $30,000 with less volume than last year. And it's just that increase in unit size. But, 1.4% ROI is just what you can expect after years of betting with severe limits, no promos, all on P1 accounts. So it's just interesting that I kind of noticed that today is, my profits are kind of staying the same, but my ROI is definitely tapering off, which is to be expected because I'm not able to hit the big edges I used to be able to hit for much. Cal had a call out here. Proctor under 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists on MGM. I have not seen that one. I wonder, was that from the SharpMoney bot? Or was that just a call out? All right. Good weekend. I saw some amazing charts. I saw some people in SharpMoney Discord make like over $10,000 as much, which was great. I love when the users of SharpMoney make more than I do. It's nice to see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop over to the SharpMoney Discord. We have Monday Night Football obviously tonight, so we'll probably have some promos to play. And we have, a bunch of NBA and stuff as well. So I do have a lot of money out on NBA as well. So let me just scroll through my picket real quick to make sure I'm not smashing the same line over and over. So let me just look at my open bets real quick for today. Started the day 1-0 on some soccer total corner market. So Nuggets, Magic, Rockets, Clippers, Suns, damn Washington. I got a lot. I got these teams pretty spread out. All right. I can remember that. So let's take a look here. This is an interesting one off the bat right here. This is the Hornets -3.5 for -112. This is on FanDuel, and we see the bookmaker looks like they went up to -114, then back one down to -132. So that's interesting. I don't know what that move was all about, but overall, I do like this market. Clippers it's been pretty flat towards the Clippers. We have a little upward move here at this 20K limit. It goes from like -128, -126. That's not a big move, but we do have the bookmaker and Pinnacle DVig. So I think I like this Hornets play. We get a couple alt lines here. So we could do Hornets -2.5, Hornets -3.5. Whichever one has the biggest EV, I'll go for. So this one right here, Hornets -2.5, -128. I'm going to take a stab here. I don't think that movement from bookmaker up and then back down had any relevance to anything. I think this market's pretty stable now at 20K limit. So I'm going to take a shot at the Hornets here, -2.5, -128. Oh, you're the one that made over 10K? I think we had like one or two people. So I don't recognize the YouTube handle, but if you said your Discord handle, I would know you. Unless it's one of the Todds. All right, -134. All right, so that line already moved. This line moved to -134, which is about the fair value. So I might try to actually make this market on Novig. Let's see what Novig's at. Or I might be able to just take this market. Oh, -132 now. So now it's good to take. Yeah, it's slightly below fair value. So we can take it now. I'll double check Novig to see if there's a better price, but. Oh, Devour. Yeah, that you absolutely crushed it. Honestly, like December and January, February are the best times to bet. So much going on. There's so much money to be made. So I'm not surprised to see big numbers like that, I guess. But let's go. I want to just check on Novig real quick. So usually have really good prices. So what are we looking for? Charlotte Hornets -2.5. -141. Other side of the market is +129. So we could make like a -130. I'm not going to screw around with it. Let's just go Hornets -2.5, -132 here. That's gonna be my first play. Let's see. Do I have the Clippers +6.5? I feel like I did see Clippers. Got +8.5. So it was an alt line. I think I grabbed that this morning at -142. So I mean, if I go to I like to look at the price now. So not a huge edge. Didn't move as much as probably I'd like it to. FanDuel's at -148. I got -142. So I'm on the Clippers. Seems like it's probably the right side. Aaron says, how does he stop himself from taking every bet? I mean, the big thing is, we have people that just take every single bet the bot pushes out, and they've had success doing that. But, with the information the bot gives you, you should really try to be a little bit pickier with what bets you're taking. But for the most part, if you're EV betting, smashing everything you see is not a bad move unless you're obviously overexposing yourself to certain stuff. Camps has Rockets -9, but also the Jazz +13. Are they playing each other? Yep. So I seem well. It seems like you probably hit the Rockets first in the morning when I did, and then you probably hit the Jazz later when the money moved back on them because this play is currently negative EV for me. So you created a nice little middle for yourself. I've seen like I create those middles a lot on FanDuel because the alternate lines on FanDuel for NBA seem to be mispriced quite a bit. Oh, look at that. So just like what we want to see here is we got this at -132. This Rockets -2.5. Price is now -138. So let me know in chat if you guys hit that at -132. Don't touch it. If it moves to -134, that's about fair value price. So if you want to basically play it with no edge, feel free. But anything better than -134 is going to be a good price. If not, go over to Novig and post probably like -130 or whatever will put you top of the book on there. So I'm gonna add a banner to the bottom of the screen here because we are running a promo right now for Cyber Monday. If you use code CYBER, you'll get 50% off your first month for the Plus EV Bots or SharpMoney VIP, which is a handicapped service. So if you ever wanted to try one of them out and you haven't made the jump, now's a good time because you get 50% off your first month. So I'm gonna put a little ticker on the bottom to use code CYBER, and this is today only. Use code CYBER for 50% off first month. Sweet. My fan of low hold bets. So I never really got into low holding. I mean, there's only I'll explain what low hold is for people that aren't sure. Low hold or no hold bets. I mean, low hold or no hold would be if you're betting both sides of the line just to break even. And the reason people like no matter what happens, you're just going to break even. And some people do this to run through promos or if they have a deposit match and you have to roll through the money before you can deposit more or whatever, they do low holds. Sometimes just earning rewards. Like I know Caesars had a good rewards program where if you bet enough, you would get all these nice perks on like vacations and cruises and stuff like that. And people would just low hold, Caesars and FanDuel and all these other books and just rack up reward points. I never got into that, but it's good for certain situations for sure. But you could I also used to when I used Odds Jam, I would look at their low hold tool to look for kind of EV plays. Like if something was a low hold to Pinnacle, like it's a good bet. Most likely the Pinnacle side's not wrong, the other side's wrong. This is a good play as well. I mean, Pistons -3.5 for the first quarter. It's a very low edge, 3K limits, but we see Pinnacle moving their price down all day. Bookmaker up and down, but settling around the same range. So we got 2 books in this DVIG, which is nice to see. It's kind of a small edge here. But I'm going to play it because I like the two DVIG books. I like the movement of Pinnacle all day long. So Pistons -3.5 plus 108 for the first quarter. $138 is my max bet. Yeah, so Camp's saying I've been tinkering with low hold and only bet one side and have had decent successful so far. So I mean, you're not really low holding; you're just using a low hold tool to find a plus EV play, essentially, which is smart. I used to do the same thing on the arbitrage page on Odds Jam. I'd look for arbitrage bets, and hey, if there's a bet that's an arbitrage to Pinnacle, don't bet the Pinnacle side; just take the other side because they're clearly priced wrong. Let's see while I'm here, we got 30% profit boost for the Patriots. Giants, pretty big game for the Patriots. 10-2 right now. I mean, the AFC is wide open. Colts just lost, or no, did the Colts lose? Yeah, Colts lost this week. Broncos won, but Pats are number 1 in the AFC, and I've never been to a playoff game as a Patriots fan. I have season tickets the last 5 years. So I would love for them to be number one in the AFC and, watch the divisional game at home. And if they win that one, watch the championship game at home. That would be awesome. So I'm really rooting for the home field just so I could go. Also, anyone from actually, I don't know if this is all over the place. I wonder if our feed is broken too. ESPN Bet has switched to the Score app. Has anyone been? I'm assuming that ESPN, our bot, is going to pick up the Score, but maybe we need to actually adjust it. Has anyone seen ESPN Bets today? Because they are no longer a thing. They're the Score app now. So curious. I haven't been on Discord too much today, so I'm curious if there's just no plays right now, or we're not picking up these plays. The Score has 100% boost today. I need to. I didn't get any. They are pinging. All right, cool. Thanks for confirming that, Scott. Must just be no plays right now. All right, Jason confirming as well. All right, appreciate you guys. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I've been in this long enough where I've seen ESPN app switch twice already. Where it was Barstool. Barstool then moved to ESPN, and then ESPN has moved to the Score. So I've seen this app switch 3 times. The issue is all of your accounts and limits and promo bans stay the same. So I don't think I get anything. I had no promos on ESPN before, and if I log on the Score right now, I don't think I get any promos. Let's see. Maybe they give me one just for maybe every customer got one, even the limited people. Nope. It says 100% profit boost, and then when I sign in, it just all the promos go away. New FanDuel ping. Ravens minus 8.5 against the Steelers. I absolutely hate this. Market's moving the wrong way. And the Ravens suck. They killed our Circus Survivor entry, along with every single person that had a favorite on Thanksgiving. It was the Thanksgiving Day Massacre. Every single underdog won. Here's a good look right here. Indiana versus Ohio State on Fanatics. Indiana plus 3.5, plus 115. Chart looks great. Mainline movement looks awesome. Circa going from 6.5 to 6 to 5.5, 4.5 is really nice. And if you see just the movement by Pinnacle moving down, they had this at plus 115. They got priced down to plus 105. So I'm going to take this right now on Fanatics. Indiana plus 3.5, plus 115. It's I got to log in on my app. You know what I need to figure out is I think there's a way to share my screen on my streams from my phone screen, so you can actually see me betting this. But Ohio State. Spread plus 3.5. And this is a pretty big game. Only got $21 on that. It's kind of rough. Here is a great question from Cal. Mentioned that we're able to profit on promos. How do you profit off of parlay promos? So this is great because we have a section in the SharpMoney Discord. If you're new to SharpMoney, if you're not even a part of the Discord, we have a free Discord that absolutely takes advantage of promos, especially parlay promos, which are hard to price. The thing with promos is 99% of the time, you can build it to be a profitable promo if you know how to build it and add the right legs. The problem is these books give you same game parlay promos where you have to add 3, 4, 5 legs and then give you a 30% boost. And if you're blindly picking legs for same game parlay, you're probably giving up about 10% edge on every leg you add. So for an example, if you add 3 legs into a parlay blindly, you're probably giving up 30% edge. So if they boost you back 30%, you're basically break even. But we have a group of our promo and DVig team. So if you go down to the community chat and you go to promos, you will see every single promo basically that's out there on any book listed in this chat. And then in one of the threads, you can go in and place the bet. So for an example, let's take a look at, we got Mitch Betts here, it's the first, he just got added to this group. So let's see his process, and let's tail him. So let me back up for a second here. If we go into promos, and I only get promos on FanDuel, so I'm looking at the FanDuel stuff. This is the NBA 25% same game parlay. So what I do is I go into my FanDuel account, I make sure I have this. So this is the 25% boost same game parlay. I claim it. It's a 3-leg same game parlay. My max bet is $10, and it's 25% profit boost. So like I was saying earlier, I have to build a 3-leg same game parlay. If I just go blindly build this, I'm probably going to end up with a negative 30% edge, then boost it by 25% and still have a negative play. So long term, you will not make money if you're doing that. So instead of me pricing out every single leg and coming up with a fair value and seeing if the play is good or not, we have a team of pretty much certified people that are good at DVigging and finding good promos and how to price their legs. So Mitch Betts here has these 3 legs DVig to Pinnacle, which is a sharp book that he used. And this is giving us a 42% edge. So all of these plays already had value without the parlay, but with the boost, we're really getting a ton of value here for sure. So fair value is plus 617, which just means if we get a better price than that, then our play will have an edge. So what we do here is we click the link that is copied down below. It's going to open up the Pickett Quick Bot. That's going to give us all 3 legs here, which we can just add right into FanDuel. Once I log in, it'll put it right in my slip. I'm taking a while to walk through this, but this literally takes 10 seconds to do if you're by yourself here. So added the slip. I got my boost there. I check it off. My max bet is 10. Now I know I have a profitable parlay within a matter of seconds without having to do any math myself. I got this at $8.80 for a price. Mitch got everyone on this a little earlier at $9.22 because these were already plus EV plays, which means the line moved off of them, making the price a little worse. But since Mitch also posted the fair value at $6.17, then we know we're good at $8.80 because it's much better than $6.17. So we have value. Punky also just joined the promo DVig team today. So thank you, Mitch and Punky, for joining the team. You guys make so much money for all of our free members. It's kind of wild. And you save myself so much time. So I appreciate it. Matt, I think you were talking about, it was on Fanatics. It was Indiana plus 3.5 against Ohio State plus 115 on Fanatics, if you missed that one. So did anyone cook up no one's cooked up the Monday Night Football FanDuel one. Not yet. So I mean, you can just see by today, Mitch has posted a bunch. I mean, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Basically 20 promos already put out there today. So let's look in the props. Mac Hollins over 2.5 receptions, minus 108. Now, this is a weird chart. Pinnacle went up to minus 105 and then back down to minus 125. So I think this was almost like a fake to get a better price and then bought it back down, to be honest. Let's see where Bookmaker went. They haven't moved too much. You guys see Mac Hollins, what he dressed up as on the way into the facility? That guy is an absolute animal when it comes to what he wears into the stadium on game day. He was dressed up as a mechanic with a tire iron and a spare tire that he was carrying on his way in. I think I saw that on Twitter. I'm like, what the hell? If you do that before the game and you don't go over 2.5 receptions, I don't know if you can do that again. But I don't love this play. Just the movement's kind of weird to me, so I'm going to lay off that one. All right, Bucks minus 7.5, minus 154 against the Wizards. So I have Wizards plus 10.5. I already remember that. So this is going to be a middle opportunity for me. And, you can see the market was going one way earlier today. It's clearly one way. Maybe an injury came out or someone just hit it really hard on these limit increases. But clearly the Bucks is the side you want to be on now. So I already have like $200 on the Wizards side. So I want to probably bet a little extra now on this side. So Bucks minus 7.5, minus 154. So I'm going to create a nice little middle for myself. 154. So now it's minus 160. Which isn't terrible if you think about it. I'm going to look on Novig, but what I like to look at is, the limit went up while Pinnacle was at minus 161. And they got priced down from there, meaning people hit it at minus 161. Let's see what Novig's at for this market. Minus 7.5, minus 168. That's a little absurd. So if I want to be best in the order book, I could post a minus 152, which would be great value. I might post minus 154. Best in order book. Hopefully someone fills that. Yep, just called that out. I didn't even see that comment, but yeah, you're all over. I hope hopefully you got the good price. I'll click that we sent that one. I saw some first quarter total points. Don't love it. Market's kind of up and down. Try to avoid the first quarter plays unless they look pretty damn good, to be honest. Western Michigan, Miami, Ohio could be one to look at here. Circa opened 43 a few days ago, moved to 44. We can take a little bit of a higher points for some plus 124. Kind of like it. We have a good drop here for the Pinnacle odds. We had plus 121 down to plus 110. So like a 10-cent drop is what we're looking for. I really like to see it, correlate with a limit increase. But we'll take a small stab here. Western Michigan versus Miami, Ohio. Over 44.5, plus 124. $120 is the max bet. Yeah, Valor said he took it a little bit worse, but figure Pinnacle was at minus 171, so minus 156 could work. Yeah, I mean, when I was looking at that chart, It did get priced down from like the minus 160 number. So if you got it at minus 160, you're still probably pretty good. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing that makes the Sharp Money Discord unique is seeing the limit increases and price movements, because to anyone else, that's a negative EV play. But to us, when we can see the whole picture, you can still play it with value, I believe. So we pick up plays that other people wouldn't bet. I've not heard of Matt Downs' moneyline plays. I know who Matt Downs is, but I didn't know he bets moneyline plays near tip on the exchanges. Yeah, I mean, you're getting no juice at all if you're betting right at game time for main markets. So what is the strategy there? Is he? I kind of debated on doing that same thing, like seeing where the most recent move was before tip, and then just playing that at fair value price and hoping that you're on kind of like the right side and you're not paying any vig. So I know Matt Downs, I've seen he does well. Browns, Texans under 31.5. Should be a first half total, full game total. But get a DVig from Pinnacle and Bookmaker. I mean, Bookmaker has us almost plus 100. And Pinnacle has 121. So you're getting 7 cents better than Pinnacle. You're getting 27 cents better than Bookmaker. I'm going to lay it. Just that huge gap to Bookmaker. And at the Browns and Titans might not score any points. So trying to get ahead here. 195 max bet. Yeah, I mean, he plays when the width gets low near game time. Yeah, I mean, the width on these markets are always so low. So like this is the way I kind of view Novig in some of these markets is like, let's just take a look at a game that's about to tip off. A bunch of games tipped off. Like right here, Brooklyn, the Hornets and the Nets. Minus 170 plus 168. So you're literally paying almost like nothing in vig. So if you can just figure out which side is like the sharper side to be on, then you could probably play this and make some money. So that's kind of what I've always thought. So like for an example here, let's look at this game. If I go in Pinnacle odds dropper and I really want to see where the odds are moving, let's look at the Hornets. Look at this Hornets game and see. So like Hornets money line, I would say the most recent movement on higher limits have been like slightly towards the Nets. So the fair value of the Nets money line is plus 169. So you could get it at fair value on the exchange plus 168 and probably be on the side that most of the late money came in on. So that I've thought about it. I just haven't had time to mess with it, but I'm assuming that's what he's doing. And well, this is what I'm saying, like gambling for free. If you are just a degen and you're betting minus 170 one time and then plus 168 the other time, like you're not paying a minus 110 line where there's 20 cents of width on the market. There's 2 cents of width. So playing with Novig or on Novig, you're going to be betting for so much longer, win or lose. All right, let's see if a new promo was added for FanDuel. Was not. We got some more tons of DraftKings promos. I don't have much for DraftKings at all. I'll log into DraftKings, but I don't know. Maybe I do have a promo. I don't get the King of the Court ones anymore. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, I do get this, though. King of the end zone. I get all types of promos. All right, King of the end zone. Longest touchdown of the game. Splits $2 million in bonus bets. All right, let's take a look at these touchdown scores. Do defenses count? That's always one. Assuming defenses will count. You can use the qualifying token on anytime touchdown score, first touchdown score, 2 touchdowns, whatever. So I don't see anything about defense. So I feel like defense is probably the right play, but maybe so many people are playing defense, it's not worth it anymore. Mac Hollins. Look at these anytime touchdown prices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like 16 guys priced under plus 300. That's wild. Oh, Kyle Williams for sure is a good play. I'm going Kyle Williams. Rookie for the Pats. Fastest guy on the team. All he does is run deep. Let's do it. All right, Kyle Williams, anytime touchdown score. Also, use the promo on them for King of the End Zone for the longest touchdown. All right, we're in. Kyle Williams is my play. That might be a popular pick, to be honest. Let's see what other promos I have on DraftKings that we want to use for tonight. 30% same game parlay. So I'm going to go over to Discord and see if I can bang this out. DraftKings. Cobb put out a low limit play. What about a high limit play? Anyone got that? Super. No, that's not it. That's not the same game parlay I need. Oh, Cobbs gave us the low limit, meaning it's going to be a long shot. Yeah, because he only has a $5 max bet too. So Wan'Dale Robinson first touchdown score and Hunter Henry anytime touchdown score. This is the one you play when you only have a $5 limit and your unit size is like over 100 plus. So first, I'm going to opt into this promo before I load it. DraftKings, Wan'Dale Robinson first. Hunter Henry anytime. Five. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this. 19-cent max bet. Payout with the boost. $12. That's all they're going to let me win. That's gross. 19 cents to win 12. That's why I don't play these promos. What a waste of time. Also, I doubt anyone's from Missouri. Maybe someone's from Missouri, but pretty sure Missouri launched legal sports betting today. See what else we got on FanDuel. Hornets minus 2.5. We did already get on that side. Interesting movement here. Pats Giants under first half, under 21.5. What is going on here? You get a 2-book DVig, which is nice to see. You got a pretty big gap in between Pinnacle and bookmaker odds. Like bookmaker is 113, Pinnacle is 120, 119. So they did a little spike up, spike back down. If you want a little action on today's game, I mean, I think it's worth it. Worth taking a shot here. I'm already on it as well. That just disappears, so maybe the value already is gone. Maybe FanDuel moved their odds. I don't know. I just got a new webcam, so it should be shooting 4K, but something is screwed up with like the contrast of the camera because it looks very good sometimes, but I need to screw the settings. If you meant on my webcam, I need to look into it. I got sent this new camera, and it's definitely better than my old one, but I have not. It comes with like a little app to adjust stuff, and I have not screwed with it at all. When I film my YouTube content, I just use my phone because the new iPhone has such a good camera. So that is definitely better quality, but I have to use my phone to place a lot of bets. Otherwise, I would be using that as well. Oh, the Discord is hard to read. I wonder if, like, is that blurry? I wonder if it's just like so, like when I pull up a big screen, it's easier to read. But like, I mean, this looks crystal clear on my streaming side. But when it's like this small, when I exit out, there's really no way to like see it perfectly, unfortunately. The problem with like live stream, you know what I should do is I need to build this layout so that my face is over here and all this empty space. But then when I go into a sports book, I'm taking up like the bet slip. I need to change the layout a little bit because our Discord is not made for streaming the best stuff. But another FanDuel prop came up here. Say Hodgins under 2.5 receptions minus 136. I like this recent drop by both these guys, so I'm gonna play this one. It's on FanDuel. Minus 144. Damn, it already moved. I'm gonna play it at fair value just for 100. Just because the recent movement has been good. Maybe we build the same game parlay with these as well. Let's go. We'll do Hollins and Isaiah here under receptions. Or sorry, Max is over. So we can do the same game parlay with these two guys, and maybe we'll take, honestly, just pick like someone to score a touchdown or something as our last leg, even if it's not EV. We have 2 EV plays in there. So let's pick someone to score a touchdown just to finish off this 3-leg parlay. I mean, Henderson should definitely punch one in. Honestly, we'll just go Henderson minus 105. Just get a lot of carries. Giants rushing defense is pretty bad. All right, let's go with that. Hollins over 2.5. Isaiah Hodgins under 2.5. Travion Henderson anytime touchdown. $10 to win 73.5. All right, that's going to do it for me tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow night with Sigma and Jay's Plays as we do the SharpMoney live stream sponsored by Novig there, where we talk about the latest industry news, tons of stuff about prediction markets, tons of tax implications coming up on the end of the year. So we're going to have a pretty good show for you guys tomorrow night. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. And make sure you guys are in the SharpMoney Discord, whether you're in the free or paid version, definitely check it out and use that code CYBER for 50% off your first month of, the paid side. So if you want to look at the Plus EV bots, get access to those, use that code. Or if you want Handicapped plays by the owners of SharpMoney, sign up for the origination package. But either way, there's a free link below as well to join the free Discord where you get all of these promos and stuff for free. So appreciate you guys stopping by. I will see you tomorrow night. If you miss me tomorrow night, I'll be back on Thursday night before the Thursday night game. So thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.